Everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. I've had a lot of questions on quinoa, so I thought that I would do a short tutorial and tell you a little bit about quinoa. And I will be doing some recipes. I have started introducing this into my diet because I am diabetic, and this is really good for people with diabetes. So this is what quinoa looks like for all those that don't know. You can buy them in bulk or you can buy them in packs, however it works for you. I highly recommend you buy the one in the bulk just because it's cheaper, and two, use what you want to, and then whenever you go you can just buy some so you don't have a lot of it sitting, because it does go rancid on you after a while. So I've gotten my water boiling here, not boiling but just getting it started so that for the video it's faster for us. 3 cups of quinoa will 1 cup of quinoa will yield 3 cups after it is cooked. And when you're cooking it, you want to take 2 cups of water for 1 cup of quinoa. Now I have already washed my quinoa. If you buy your quinoa and it doesn't say that it's pre-washed, I would highly recommend that you wash it because it will taste a little bitter if you don't wash it. So basically I've got 2 cups of water, 1 cup of quinoa that's going to go into my pot here. I'm just going to go ahead and add just very little olive oil in here and a pinch of salt. Now that is completely optional. I like putting the olive oil in there. It just tastes better. Just give it a little stir. And I'm going to talk more about quinoa, but I kind of wanted to get this going so it's cooking for us, and then I can be talking while this is cooking. So I'm going to lower my temperature to medium low, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So quinoa is not a grain. A lot of people think that it's a grain. It's not a grain. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because lots of people have a hard time digesting grains. So quinoa is a seed, but it is more in the grain category just to make things easier. Quinoa is also gluten-free, it's wheat-free, and like I said, it's grain-free. Now it comes in a couple colors. I've got the off-white quinoa here, I've got red quinoa, and I have seen black quinoa. So you might see them in different colors too. It is very high in protein, and it's low in the glycemic index, what that means is that for people who have diabetes like me, when you have quinoa, it's going to enter your blood system really slowly. So it's very gentle on your system. Compared to, let's say, if I had rice or if I had bread, what happens is my sugar spikes up right away. So this just kind of does it gently. It just goes into the blood system and it kind of maintains that blood sugar without really spiking it really high. Now it is also very high in fiber, very high in iron, potassium, and magnesium. All right, so basically when you are done cooking it, let's say 10-15 minutes go by, you will see that the seed will crack, and then the inside will come out, and it's just really good. And when you bite it, it's got like a nutty flavor, and it's super. You can have it with curries. I've made Chinese rice with it, and it turns out wonderful. I'm also going to be working with another video that's going to have peach berries and quinoa in it, and it's going to be a super salad, it's a super healthy salad, and that's what I'm trying to integrate into my diet more, is to introduce the quinoa. So there's a lot of way that quinoa can be eaten. The other thing is you can also make it in bulk. For example, make 3 cups or 4 cups. You can make little sections of it and put it in the refrigerator or even put it in the freezer and then take it out every other day or so. So when my quinoa will be done cooking after about 15-20 minutes, I'll come back, I'll show you what this looks like, and we'll take a look then. Exactly 20 minutes and the quinoa is cooked really well. I want to show you here. what you want to do is once it's done, you just kind of want to fluff it. Now you might ask, why do I have such a big pot for such little quinoa? I like to make my rice and my quinoa in a large pot. That way it has room to expand. Now I don't know if you can see here with all that steam, but do you see how the seeds have cracked? Do you see that they've cracked, and you know that they are cooked? So what I'll do is I'll empty it into a bowl here so you can see. Smells really, really good. And I really, really like the texture of it. And the nice thing about quinoa is that you can eat it cold, like in a cold salad, or you could have it with curries or anything else, or like have a Chinese rice done the same way and enjoy it hot. So a couple different ways that you can enjoy quinoa. You can also enjoy it in the morning for breakfast. You could have like a vanilla. I'm just really, really obsessed with chobani right now, although it's not dairy free, but you could add a little bit of this and a little bit of granola into the chobani yogurt and enjoy it. So, and the other thing is also, one thing that I really forgot to point out was that quinoa, when you eat it, it gives you a sense, gives you a feeling that makes you fuller. So it won't make you hungry. It won't give you hunger pangs, like 2 hours or hour after you've had your dinner or whatever. So this is great. And as far as giving it a taste test, love the olive oil, and I love that crunch that it gives you. Really, really tasty. So this was just a quick tutorial, a little bit on quinoa, and I will be posting a couple more videos using quinoa. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.